Dr. Webber, what was the situation with Mr. Gray?
There is nothing more that we can do for him now, Dr. Shepherd. Our tests show that, due to the extent of the injuries he has sustained to his head, that we have declared him brainstem dead.
He is only 25. It is such a shame that there was nothing else we could have done. Will he be taken off the ventilator then?
No. One of the nurses found an organ donor card in his wallet, so we are keeping him on the ventilator until his family are here. We want to ask their approval to allow his wishes to be fulfilled. Are his family here yet?
No, they aren't. But if he has an organ donor card, why do we need to ask the family for permission?
Well, because the patient has made his wishes known via his signed donor card, there are no legal requirements to ensure that the family do not object. However, the relatives' views should be respected, and if they are opposed to the process, then it may be sensible to put their feelings first.
Dr. Webber, under what conditions would he not be a donor?
Well, first we need to get permission from his family, and then there are a number of tests that we would have to carry out to make sure the donor doesn't have any blood-borne infections, for example.
That makes sense. But I still don't understand why we need his family's permission. We already have his consent.
As I mentioned, if you are registered on the organ donor register or you carry an organ donor card, this is the patient expressing their wish to have their organs donated. But we should still get confirmation from someone in a qualifying relationship for good practice.
Who would that be then?
Well, someone in his immediate family would be appropriate. The Human Tissue Act ranks people who are qualified to make that sort of decision. So yes, sometimes the patient's family may not know about the patient's wishes to donate. This is why we need to be very sensitive when we approach this issue. Ideally, we would want them to accept the wishes of their relative. It is important to keep the family involved in what's happening because they are affected too. In most cases, the family do accept if it was their relative's wish, but we just need to make sure we go about it in the correct way.
I see. Thanks, Dr. Webber. I think the patient's family has arrived. Will you be the one to talk to them?
No. It's usually done by the transplant coordinator after the consultant has discussed the concept and prognosis of brainstem death. So we'll let the coordinators know that the family are here.